Hey, I'm Jeff the Junk Seller, and this presentation I want to make about a collection of letters that I got a few years ago. It was right after the COVID restrictions ended. I went on an extended road trip, went as far as Pennsylvania and New Jersey, but I spent a lot of time in Michigan and Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois. Um, but I wound up getting these in Michigan. Went to a garage and I asked the lady if she had any old photographs or old postcards, and she told me that she'd thrown away several cartons of Japanese photographs, old ones on cards, and said that it had street scenes and all kinds of stuff. It could have been a very valuable collection, but she said that she'd thrown it away several months prior. The story on the stuff that she had was that she had an aunt that married the son of this physician who had been interned at Grenada, Colorado during Second World War, because he was Japanese American. And I met her at the garage sale. She told me that she had some really cool stuff, but she didn't have it there. She was closing out her house, so that she could move into an apartment. And she said, I can't remember what it was. The stuff was in another place or something. But from the time that I met her, I went out to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and I made it back through. I came back through Michigan, and I contacted her when I was back in the area. She was in Big Rapids, Michigan. I like going to Big Rapids. It's a college town. It has a little university there called Fair State, and college towns. There's just always better stuff in college towns. You can always find somebody around there was a obsessive compulsive collector. You have a lot of collections bubble to the surface in college towns. Well, but the thing that's important about these papers is that it's primary source material, and we've been taught that internment of the Japanese. There were 110,000 Japanese Americans that were interned, and we're told that it was a great crime against the Japanese. But reading these letters from this guy, I don't sense that he was angry about it. And I know that the position that I take is considered a bigoted position anymore. But I've read the primary source material. These are his letters to his secretary, and I think his biggest concern out of everything was making certain that she got his Social Security taxes paid. And the biggest complaint that I could find in the letters was after he was there for about 6 months, he wrote back that the food was not like home. And most of the letters that I got are originals. A few of them are facsimiles, and some of those were even water stained. The lady that I got this stuff from, um, I got a whole bunch of stuff from her, and I think that she just felt that she couldn't take care of these well, and she couldn't find anybody that was interested in having them. And when I got them, I thought that I would see a whole lot of complaints about what was being done to him, but I truly believe that he felt that he was safer in the internment camp than he would have been in on the streets in L.A. And that opinion is I arrived at that opinion after reading the letters. He could have said anything that he wanted to, writing to his secretary. But I have, one of the letters is before he got sent off to the tournament camp. I have some receipts from him. There was a relocation program. He was able to have some furniture and a musical instrument sent to him. And I have the receipts from Beacon Storage from when that happened, when they loaded it in LA and sent it out there to the camp in Grenada. And Then I have a letter that he sent after internment was over to his secretary. Secretary's name was Doris Wedel, and his name was Katsukiiki, KATSUKIAKI. I'll put it on the I'll put text on the screen. But these letters were from 1941 to 1946. I think that I only have about 30 pages total, but I just found it really, really interesting. And the one that happened after he was released from the internment camp mainly focused on him trying to track down his assets. You know, they did a lot of things to his bank accounts, and he had canceled checks and couldn't figure out why this money went here. And they were demanding a repayment of a $400 advance or something to him, the money that he never got. And I think he was even questioning his secretary about whether she got it or not. But the woman that I bought this stuff from, this was the son of her aunt had married the son of Katsukiiki, and they lived in New Mexico. And this was she just brought some of the stuff that she thought was valuable when they closed out her house. I think she went to a nursing home or something like that, and she went down there and collected some stuff. And she had a great Meiji period bronze. It was a third year of the Meiji period. It was a Sea Eagle. I screwed that up. I had that, and I was trying to get I think I was trying to get $2,500 for it. But I'm going to make that a part of another presentation because I completely screwed that piece up, and I've got to do a very expensive repair to it if it can even be repaired. I may have to sell it damaged, and I may barely get my money back if I can. And then there was a 1950s, 1960s reproduction, a copy of a Meiji period bronze, and then I got a pair of bone chopsticks that appear early. They were signed, and then I got a great crock that was an early Red Wing crock, and I sold that when I was in Michigan. I sold it to some people who ran a page on Facebook about Red Wing, a collector's page, and they said that it was a good early Red Wing piece. I think I got $350 for that crock at a flea market in Armada. I sold it to them in Armada, Michigan. But these letters are something fantastic. I'm not going to publish all of them because if all the content, I'm just going to show some of it because whoever might buy these from me in the future, I have offered them for sale, and I do intend on selling them. They need to have some exclusive content. Otherwise, what's the motivation? If I publish the whole thing, anybody can access all of the material. But I've had them out there. I've shown them to a couple of people. I've tried to get $250 out of the collection. I don't know that I'll ever get any real money out of it, but I kind of took it as they were just kind of tossed into the deal. I don't think that I really paid any more than $50 for the collection. If I got that out of it, I would be at break even, I think. But I hope that you enjoyed this presentation. If you do, please give me a like. And if you've used some of the other material that I've posted about, please subscribe. But thank you for viewing.